Hope you can hear me okay. I was just going to play around with some cards, and I wasn't sure if I was going to put this up, but I have come to know that those times when I don't think something's going to happen, or I'm just playing around, is when actually something really good comes up. I'm in my comfy attire and no makeup, and just got back from a little week trip. I'm just kind of recouping today. Just pardoning my mess behind me. Which is a lot of my rocks and all. I'm using some hollow stick here to say that correctly. To help clear the cards. And I found, when I went on this little vacation, I found a new deck. It's the same deck that I had, but I had been looking for like a new one of the same deck. And I couldn't find anywhere. Well, I had it there, so I got a new deck of the same deck. It's all nice and shiny and new. Okay, let me get the other half. Sometimes the sticks can be kind of, it takes you a minute to get them burning and smoking. Spirits are always here. And a lot of times I'll forget to call them in for the reading, but it's because I'm so used to them being around anyway. But I'm call them in for a reading. See what comes up for some protection and healing and clarity and message. What do we want to do a reading of? What do you want to do for Taurus? Yeah. So we're always doing for Aries and Pisces. I haven't done the other ones as much. I was doing readings where, people were asking me to do readings, and I put them up online if they're okay. So that's why a lot of the readings, they're not in line, like in proper order, as you would see on the zodiac. It's because those readings are for somebody particular, but I put them up because there's other people that they can be for as well, like the Libra and the Pisces Aries with the sun and the moons, or you can do it separately too. See, from what I think, this is what I'm thinking, is that this is just thoughts, but I think before we come here, incarnate here on Earth, that we have like there's a certain amount of choices, like categories of the kind of life who we want to be, or what kind of basic structure we want to be in when we come here. And then for each of us, there's certain detailed things that we do within the one category that we pick, or two, or how many that you pick. Like for example, like somebody be rich and what they have to go through, because just because somebody's rich doesn't mean their life is easy. It's just different things compared to somebody who do not have money, and it's different things they have to deal with, and which is another category, right? Being poor or in between. All the different challenges that we have to go through. But I feel like there's a certain amount that you get to pick from before you get here, and then it's up to you to follow, this whatever storyline and details you want to do within that time. Let's see. Still breaking this deck in because they kind of stick together a little bit. Do we just want to do this? I have another deck down here. I wasn't sure if I was going to mix it with it or not with the shaman there. Let's see. Okay. Alright, just playing around. Let's try with Taurus. See what Taurus is up to. This. Whoop. Whoa, that came fast. Hang on. Show you in just a minute. Go through the deck. Sticking. Another one. Oh. More maybe? Taurus, the bull. Earth sign. Okay, so far I have all kinds of stuff on my desk. I don't have much room here. Get my glasses on. I need my glasses to find my glasses. Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay. The first one I can see so far is hope. It's a 17. How nice and bright they are. See new cards. This place had all kinds of cards everywhere. It was a beautiful shop, and these big crystals and amethyst and just, it was so much stuff in there. I didn't know where to look first. Okay, hope. And within this hope, in this orb, this bright orb of light energy, is a beam right in the center. The 17, which comes to the 8. There's abundance and just flow and evolution, and it's a nice card. And then we have heartache and loss, number 3. But that's a strength number for me. Number 3, that's a spirit number, of God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and earth and moon and sun and man. I was going to say wife, man, woman, and child, and all the trinities, the strength. 3 is a number of strength. Heartache and lost. There's something that's been lost. They're kind of closed. They're closed off a little bit. This always looks like wings to me. Sadness, not seeing everything. Oh, I never noticed that before. There's another 3 card. 2 3 cards. recognition and reward. Excuse me, it's 3 again. So there's something you're being recognized for, or you will be recognized for, whether it's something that you speak about or a truth. Truth comes to mind, some type of truth. Okay, then we have authority. It's a 4. It's a foundation number. It's, also has a balance with the 4. It can also be elements and different directions with the 4. Authority with the masculine. So there's a masculine. It can be man or woman, but somebody in their masculine side of themselves, authoritative side, or it can be somebody that is of authority. And then a 5, we have 17, 3, 4, and 5, which is like steps for each card. 3, 4, and this one's a 5, which is change. Conflict and defeat. There's something that's been, somebody's been defeated. See, and there's somebody running up the stairs. It's like going very quick past them as they come down. Just toward this light here. There's a candle lit so you can see the way. Kind of, we've all been there in this situation. Here, give me a minute. So let me just look at the card for a minute. See, with the heartache and loss, I feel something having to do with religion, something to do with God, something to do with sadness. I feel sad. I feel sad. Okay. See. There's a recognition and reward here. But I feel a little bothered by it though. Because after it comes authority. Somebody of authority. And then defeat. See, and then before that we have before that we had hope. See his hand out. He's got hope in the light. And in this one it's her hands come together. And it like something got taken. Like the hope was taken. The light's not there. And the heartache and loss coming from it. It's in the heart. Heartache. I can feel it. It's like I'm getting like choked up in the heart. So, and this bothers me because even though they're bowing, It's like you're not, they're not looking eye to eye. So there's like something still not being seen, whether it's by them or, you know, the person that's watching. So there's something with authority. Somebody of authority, or maybe you need to use your authority. But I'm feeling it's the other way, the authority maybe of, because I was feeling religion in this. Now that's not to say that it's anything against God, but it may be somebody within, or, you know, somebody control, authoritative, or it could be the masculine, a masculine, which could have to do with this. These two going together. You know, with the masculine, that's more of a, it's more of a lower, can be more of a lower vibration, what am I trying to say? More of a 3D than psychic, more controlling, maybe I'm trying to say, I keep saying. Because in here we have the conflict and the, what is it, defeat. So there's something that somebody's been defeated by, which now we just gotta see where it came from or where it went. Because with the 5 you have to change. So something's changing. On the split, I ended up getting intuition, accelerated motion, something moving quickly. Whether it's changing or coming in. Balance, decisions, relationships. The 8 is a good one too. You know, it has to do with that flow again, and abundance of something. You know, whether it's knowledge, it could be spiritual knowledge, or something from spirit, or something with your frequency. You know, something to change something around. Being that intuition is being used with it. Let's see where it goes. Oh yeah, partnership. Speaking with spirit. See, you have the 3 again. You have that strength coming back again. And there's somebody that's there to give you a hand. Whether it's in person or in spirit. A lot of times it's through spirit, especially if it's, you know, defeat, and it has something to do with spirituality or religion or partnership and alliances. Let's see what comes out after that. Look at this again. The dude with authority, the masculine. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. I'm starting to see this as like a. Starting to see it's like a protector now. See, and this one just came out with the 7, deception and envy. So, yeah, here, let me pull out one more card. So I'm thinking the authority is the one that might have If there's deception and envy, that the one with the authority might have something to do with maybe ridding of emotional withdrawal. Memories of love. This one was before. Envy. Emotional withdrawal. Memories of love. Take one more out of here, and then I just want to take a minute just to look at it. Oh, this is a nice card. Movement, choices, and decisions. So you have quite a few doors available, like quite a few paths, I guess you can pick, that are available for you. The twos of relationships, decisions, balance. So like all the rainbow colors. Okay, let me take another minute and look at this. I'm going to pause it for just a minute because I just want to look. Let's see. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Took me a moment. Sorry. Okay, I was looking at the cards. Oh, this is like kind of like makes me think of a higher self or a higher spirit of love, light, hope. And then something took that away. So he took that light from her, or him, whoever it is, causing heartache, being blue, being depressed. And the recognition and reward. This is like, this makes me think of like calling on spirit, calling on God, because of the cards that come after. Calling on authority. You know, with it matching up with this one here with the light. Calling on source and your angels, your guides, or their guides. See, and then there's defeat that comes after that. After authority is there, like, you know, beat it, buddy. Whoever it is, something that, someone that is either, you know, that was not for Taurus's best good. And authority came along and kicked them out, whether it's another spirit, energy, or a person. See, this is when he spoke up. So you have defeat, conflict and defeat, which was, you know, it was a negative, causing conflict within Taurus. You know, it's the heartache, took away the light. And then after this card came this card. Oh, wait a minute. This was in between. Hang on. See the partnerships. Okay, so authority comes along. Kicks this dude out. And then you have partnership. So Taurus has partnership with authority, which is spirit, which is God, source. See, and after that comes along, and he gets kicked out, this one here, he's not too happy about it. it was causing deception and envy, you know, being envious. And this came out after needing, like with this one, I think of cleansing because of the salt water, needing cleansing, get rid of that negativity afterwards. And it looks like prayer, some type of prayer here with the hands together, or just speaking with source or God or guides, because it can cause, you know, it can cause depression, especially if it's somebody that's been around for a while that, you know, that they were connected with, whether it was in spirit or in the physical. So it's like a withdrawal, a depression, and getting through it, like a breakup. And you had the memories of love. You know, it's that healing time. And then coming back to balance. And having other, you know, getting through that and having other doors that you can go forward through, and balance and new relationships. You know, you have the rings here, new relationships and growth and spirit and money and, you know, abundance and money and all. So there's all different abundances that can be had for different paths. So let's see what comes after. So there's somebody that, oh, look at, oh my God, I just did a split, look at it. The waiting game and power. This can also be Leo. Doesn't have to be, but it can be Leo. It's 8, another abundance and flow and everything being balanced. Having this card doesn't come out a lot. I mean, it's in this kind, it's just on the split, but and then you have a 2 again for that balance. So with all the healing and all going on, you know, a lot of times it takes a little while to get things growing again, but there's something rooted, and there's growth coming in, and whatever doors might have been fixed, something is, you know, there, beginning to grow. Being that this is like a, you know, general reading, it can go, you know, be, like I said, it could be somebody in actual physical, or it can be somebody in spirit. It can be an attachment, or it can be somebody you work with, somebody you go to school with. You know, it's just somebody that might have had a hard time being able to speak, and being, you know, having authority come, and maybe calling on God, calling on source, and or guides, or even another person that's of authority, depending on what the situation is. So a throat chakra just came up, and speaking out, which is also the 5th chakra, and it's also change. And there's that blue again. That blue sticking out with, you know, with this one. So she's looking down, and, you know, that light is gone from the hands, and just not seeing everything. One eye's covered, and just, you know, it's kind of sad. So that we kind of go with it, speaking. So now starting to speak out, which learning how to speak out is moving pretty quick. Accelerated motion. And there's that 8 again. There are 3s and the 8s and the 2s in this. So that's, you know, with the throat chakra coming out first, and then speaking your truth and saying what's on your mind, not being fearful. And I guess, you know, Taurus is learning how to do that. It's moving along pretty good. Let's see what else comes out. Speaking their mind. Okay, now we have temptation. Material harvest. Speaking. So it's like once you start speaking that temptation. I don't know, I'm just thinking of all the doors that were being shown before. Oh, the universe. And then show you what came up. Okay, so we left it with accelerated motion. And throat chakra was before that. So speaking your truth. Something to do with speaking and moving along quickly. It's abundance too, whatever it is, because that's the 8. I mean, knowledge and, you know, a variety of things. And then in comes temptation, I think, came next. And 15 would come to a 6. I'm being tempted to go back the other way again. It's what I'm feeling like being pulled back into where six for me is also to me is like family and friends and being comfortable and home and I don't know if it's maybe that was a friend or somebody knew that wasn't good for Taurus, and maybe they're coming back in or there's thoughts. Let's see, because after that comes material harvest, a 9, which is ending a cycle. See, they oh, I get chills. See when I see this, and then this, and then you have universe. This is like source. This is like, you know, this is. So this here, Taurus must have made a move that got rid of that temptation that wasn't good for them. Whoever this was, that's not good for them. And they made a good move, ending a cycle. And to me, for what the story seems to be going on here, it would be, you know, this is like source, or divine mother, father. This can also be, you know, your higher self, your guardian angels and ancestors. It comes to a 3, and the 21 comes to a 3. It can be family. It can be somebody, you know, of higher authority as a person too. But when I see this universe card, it's like, to me, that's, you know, source. That's really high vibrational energy right there. And with the 3 would make it godly. So there's something that Taurus has gone through, and there's somebody that's not good for him. or her. And whether it's in spirit, it can be an attachment, or it can be somebody, an actual person that may not be, the best. What's the word I'm looking for? Because, they become deceptive and envious of Taurus. So calling your guides, calling on source, calling on authority to help release that. We'll bring them with material harvest, speaking it helps for them to speak their truth with their throat chakra. Maybe that throat chakra is closed where they weren't able to do it themselves. And then I have this one that just came out, and there's another one that came out, moving into the light. So yeah, there was something with the darker, somebody that was darker, not good. Not I'm trying to be open-minded. Not everybody that's dark has to be evil or anything, but just somebody that wasn't for their Taurus's best good. So they're walking into the light. It's time to walk into the light. There's that 6. There's that family, that friends, that home where it feels good. There's that pillar of strength right next to him there. And then this one, ending a cycle again, spending time, solitude, healing, learning. There's knowledge, learning, having the information you need, and learning how to protect yourself, how to speak, and all that type of thing that the authority figure was able to do. This way you learn to do that and walk in a spiritual path, whichever way it may be, and you can do these things, help to do it for yourself too. You can become an authority figure for yourself and bring that back. Bring back hope. Connect with your higher self, connect with spirit. It will help guide you, and they will help you release, help you learn and release any of that's not good for you. So, but remember, you have lots of paths. You have lots of things available for you. And walking toward the light. So, like I said with Taurus, I don't know if there's there's somebody or something, whether in spirit or in person, attachment of some type. Something that's not good for you, that needs to be let go of. It's lighting the stuff is like, I have the fan on, it's not lighting real well or real quick. So I was just playing around tonight and asked for Taurus. Let's see if there's anything else. Is there another card we want to just pull out and play and see what comes up? Here, I have another deck over here. I haven't used these in a long time. In fact, Spirit said something to me about it. The Angel Tarot cards. They have all the real pretty horses and unicorns, and I don't know why I don't use them that much. I forget that they're in there. I have a lot of cards now, so I forget that some of them are in there. Okay, let's see. Shuffle. We have with Archangel Michael and Metatron and Raguel and Raphael and let's see, pretty cards. Oh, I recognize it. Fire. That looks like the card. Okay, it's for him too. I recognized a picture on a card that I didn't realize came from the card. It's not for this reading though. Let's see. What a nice angel card we have, Taurus. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Sun. Archangel Uriel. It's a 19. It says happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. I have confidence. Oh, it says, have confidence in yourself. Pretty card here. The Sun, number 19, which you add them together would come to 10, which would be beginnings. After, moving on and getting all through that attachment bit. And throat chakra. A happy outcome. Lead to success. You have all those doors opening and ideas, new ideas coming in, and getting that confidence back. Uriel is also a fire, which is passion. It's assertiveness. It helps you get moving, helps you get going. It's also like purification with fire, Uriel. Call on Uriel, which can also do that. Okay, 7 of air. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. 7 of air. Okay, so that might be need the break time of healing. Because it was talking about solitude. So maybe after we always have that healing time afterwards. And then you have to release all that you go through and then start all over again. Which Uriel can help through that too. Oh, there's another one too. I didn't see it. Hang on. Another card came out. Queen of Earth. Thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Okay, so the way I read it was the Sun card with Archangel Uriel. Right. See if we can see that. Okay. You can see all the sunflowers. The sun is healing. The sun is warmth. It's usually it's not always masculine, but it's usually the sun is geared toward the masculine side compared to feminine. The feminine is usually toward the moon, but it doesn't mean it. That's not for always. It's not only for masculine. So I see growth. There's transformation. Lots of transformation. grounding, like rooted, which would go with the waiting, which came up in the other cards. Okay, and then seven of air came. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. Okay, see, and that can also be, it's, air is like of the mind, mental thoughts. So, probably has something to do with the healing, mental healing, releasing, which would make sense with the solitude and memory, like cleansing, just like working on yourself, taking care of yourself. The spirit is real big on that, as far as like getting through each thing. When you go through lessons, I guess, teachings and lessons and all that, they like you to take the time to heal, take the time to go within and find what it is that, why that happened, whatever it was that happened, and releasing it, which has to do with throat chakra too, cleansing, and going in and maybe learning more. I always think it's good to learn more about the energy and learn about spirit. I've also been slowly getting into just checking out other religions. Not that I have anything particular I want to go into. I just want to, just checking out what it's about. I wasn't real into religion in this lifetime. So, and we can also be sovereign through God and our higher self too, without a religion. So, and then there was that one more card. I don't know if Queen of the Earth. So you have Earth, you have the Sun. Like with Uriel, I think fire, and then you have the air. This can even be like maybe zodiac signs, some of these signs. And then Queen of the Earth, somebody of the earth. Thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. So there may be somebody else involved. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So it's basically healing afterwards, and trying to take it as a lesson. Whatever happened with Taurus, everything will be okay. And so hope you have a really good night. And I'm gonna get going. I don't know if I'm putting this up or not, but if I do, I hope I'll help out in some way. But there's there's somebody that's not good for Taurus. So kind of open your eyes a little bit if you're a Taurus, or somebody, your relative that's not working out quite right. There's something to look out for. Okay, and God bless you. Peace. Bye.